Did you hear that? I think there's something moving in the next room. Everyone stay close and keep your lights up.
What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, comic book writer Mark Poulton, and this is the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club, episode 140. Today we're talking American Psycho. I gave you the abbreviated intro because we're on a schedule here. This has been a really busy weekend, I launched a book. I haven't even had time to promote it because I've been on the run. The Poulton Taxi service has been running teenagers back and forth between parties and friends' houses all weekend. But speaking of parties, my co-host Dexter Weeks can't make it because he's having one of his big pool parties today. Where's the invite, Dex? Come on. Someone else who didn't get the invite either is here joining me, though. Let's bring him on.
He's the king, the ruler of this art scene. Mark Poulton name, living the dream. With every punch, he's raising the bar. In a world of art, he's the brightest star.
Welcome Mark Yoon to the show. What's up, Mark?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Where's the invite, right?
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Just a little hour away. I could have been diving in that pool.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like you have your setup behind you.
Partially, yeah. Thank you for noticing. But I have tomorrow I have an anti-glare screen coming from my monitor because as you can see, it like reflects off the glass.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting another one of these 2-part billies. And I'm going to slide this one over and have so I'll have 2 more because I have like extra figures that like I can't fit in there. I have like a whole other tote of stuff that I want to show off and I can't.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch more figures coming your way too.
Yes. Can't wait.
You shared some pictures with us yesterday. You have a retro room? What is that?
Oh, so it used to be in my office, but I have a retro room. So I have like a DLP, like a rear projection Samsung TV. It's like a 55-inch. It's the biggest you can get without going because LCDs and OLEDs and stuff, old game systems look like crap on them. So in there's like my VCR and then like my PS2, my Xbox, my Wii, basically all my non-HD older consoles. Yeah, and it's just a chill place to be. So
Nice.
my office now is smaller than my one in Florida was, so I had to separate the two, and it gave me more room in here to do stuff. But I can't draw in here either, so like I have another room in the attic that I'm going to set up my art stuff, my art section for because like it's just there's not enough room in here.
Yeah. I mean, this is my office, but I don't do any writing in here. I always write at like the kitchen table. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just more comfortable out there.
Yeah. It's a good spot to do it. Free food.
Yeah. So no special guest today, but well, he's always special to us. Let's bring on Enrico Botta.
In the shadows where the secrets dwell, Enrico paints with strokes that cast a spell. His brushes whisper tales of dark delight. In haunted echoes he ignites the night. Master of illusion.
Guys, let's welcome Enrico Botta to the show. Enrico, hey, Enrico.
Hey,
You're sideways.
I don't know what's happening.
Are you laying
He's
down?
being extra aloof.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
Maybe if we all just turn our heads like this, Mark, we can.
I don't know what's going on. Like, why is this happening?
I don't know. I like it, Enrico. It fits you.
It's not working. This is the worst.
We can work with it, Enrico.
Yeah.
As long as you're here.
Uh-oh, wiki feet.
But man, I just got home like minutes ago. I've been all day. I ran Missy's chase to a party down in Swedesboro, which took forever. All the traffic.
My old stomping grounds.
And then I had to pick up my son and run him over to his friend's house. So that was like another hour back and forth. We started the show early. I have to, Missy and I, we have to go meet with our wedding photographer at like right after the show at 5:30. We have to be there. So, man, it's just plus like the last week's been crazy. Enrico knows how it is. Our kids were in the same production together.
Yeah.
So it's just been nothing but the last couple weeks of picking kids up and taking them to practice, picking them up. At least Missy's son will start driving in like a couple months. So, you know, that's one less child to pick up.
I guess.
Not for you though, Enrico. You got a long wait.
No, it's not something I have to look forward to in any
Yeah.
short period of time. That's for sure.
But
So-
what do you?
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera, guys. Like it won't flip. Am I right side up at least to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's odd. Super odd.
You're just letterboxed.
I know.
on the
It's
side.
weird. It's weird, right? I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but we're gonna have to deal with it. I don't unless somebody knows the setting here for me to flip the camera.
Don't get too hung up about it.
So anyway, yeah, I've been working on artwork for your stuff, Mark. That gun goth stuff I'm working on, and I've been trying to get stuff ready for South Jersey Geek Fest also. So I'm working on some Halloweeny type prints and getting my like table stuff ready for that, and it's going to be pretty fun, I guess. But other than that, it's been real busy, man. Just one thing after another. It's nonstop.
Yeah. The gun goth thing that Enrico's talking about. At our wedding, since I proposed to Missy in the pages of Gun Goth, we're doing a special wedding variant cover that Enrico's drawing, and it'll be given to every guest that comes to the wedding. So, you know, thank you, Enrico, for doing this for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You said it's in November, right?
Yep, Friday the 13th in November.
Okay.
Put it in your calendar.
Just trying to carve out that time. Yeah.
Yeah. But Mark, what have you been up to? But still just unpacking, setting up your rooms?
I have a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm just like unpacking slowly and trying to get everything up here, and then dealing with a lot of like house projects. So like I told you, the house was built in like 1920, so it's got like a lot of unique issues that come with it. So I had to have electricians come and swap out like almost all of the outlets because they were all two-pronged, like non-grounded outlets. And I'm like, I don't trust all the electronics I have in a non-grounded like socket, especially with a converter. So that cost me a bit of money. I'm having a driveway with a carport built right now. That's cost me 30 grand. I'm having the attic completely finished. That's cost me 20 grand. And then what next? I have some plumbing that I need to do because like we have a leak in the basement from the backup pipe. You know, this big giant iron cast. It's rusting, so it's like leaking. So I have to have them plumbers come over and completely replace that. And I got to open up the wall in the first floor kitchen. Bathroom to get to that. So it's just like a lot of stuff that's like going on. And then I'm still trying to, get acclimated with this area and all that stuff. It's just like a lot. And I'm getting there. It's just like money's a little tight right now. So it's like kind of annoying to have to deal with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's good to be back in Jersey at least. Like I know it's not like South Jersey, but at least I'm here.
Are you paying for all that stuff with your Adidas endorsement?
Yeah, I wish. Like Adidas really should sponsor me. Like I even wear Adidas cologne for Christ's sake. So
Have your Adidas underwear on?
I don't wear underwear, Enrico. I haven't since high school. It needs to breathe.
Yeah, but you don't want to suffocate the python. So that's cool. What have you been up to, Mark? Besides this, any monster truck rallies or anything lately?
No. It's not until the next one's in August. I'm going to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. I did launch a book though a couple days ago. I've just been so busy I haven't even
Universals.
Oh yeah, Universal.
Yeah, Universal's initiative.
Initiative.
We'll check out the campaign page in a minute. Let's say hello to the chat first. First in the chat. Ice pick Mark Penguin throwing up the pizza slice. He says American Psycho is a 2000 satirical psychological thriller directed by Mary Harron, starring Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman and based on the Bret Easton Ellis 1991 novel. And there you go. He's sharing the link for Universal's initiative. So over on Fund My Comic, galaxies burn as Earth's mightiest heroes unite against cosmic conquerors in an epic battle for the future in this exciting new book series. Thank you so much. Also, we have 10 days left to get Occult Descent Volume 2 funded. That's Sheldon's book that we had him on talking about it. Also, Tales of Blood Island issues 3 and 4 plus more are still live on Kickstarter. That's Dex's book that's just kicking ass over on Kickstarter. Hashtag Hawaiian Heat. Yep, he's not here though. Yeah, Enrico, he had a pool party. Didn't invite us.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep. Living his best life. Got Mark Yoon pulling double duty in the chat. We got Maromi in the house. What's up, Maromi? We got Von Stugel in the house. He says, "Why is TMC so quiet? Am I quiet?"
Yeah, your volume has been quiet the whole time.
He's reserved and gentlemanly.
Oh, man. I'll try to speak up.
Speak up!
Punch your electrical issues.
Nuperigno!
Bro. Man. How did the yard sale go? Yard sale was great. But again, man, just busy. I got up at 7 to set up. It started at 9 a.m. But of course, people just started showing up at 8 o'clock because they wanted to beat everyone.
That's why as soon as you posted that story about the Punisher, I used to have that Punisher and I loved it. I was like, Mark, I tried to call him. I was like, put that aside for me.
Yeah, luckily no one snagged your Punisher, but I had other people. They saw stuff, they reached out. I think, I probably made just as much money from people reaching out, seeing stuff. Said, "Oh, I can't make it, but will you hold that for me?" So people will be picking up stuff this coming week.
That's great.
Penguin says he has a pool, guys. Yeah, yep, he has a pool, enjoying his summer.
He has a pool and apparently another set of friends.
Yeah, he doesn't want friends to.
The worlds can't collide.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, probably had all those Blood Island people over.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just like a giant comic skate sausage fest.
No, I don't think it's that at all.
Yeah, definitely not.
I think it's like probably has some people like Brian Usna and like Norman Reedus or I don't know.
Yeah, big
Marilyn Manson and Matt Damon or something.
But let's bring up Universal's initiative. We talked about it. It's live on Fund My Comic right now, guys. A gorgeous book drawn by John Malin and Dan Dahl. 64 pages. It's 100% complete. Look at those beautiful colors by Anthony George and the even more beautiful letters by Dexter Weeks.
Anthony George.
Yeah, this book's ready to go to print, guys. So we're going to 2 months pre-order, and then September 23rd, I'm going to place the order to get this printed up. Absolutely gorgeous book. I feel
like Anthony is just straight up haunted pizza at this point. He colors so much for.
Surprisingly, though, he does do work for other people. But yeah, man, I love his colors, man. I'd get him to if it was possible, I'd get him to do all my books. But yeah, his man, especially like the colors on this book, absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, written by me and my son Chase. Originally, it was just written by me. The story on this is I was hired to do this book over a decade ago by a company out of Mexico called Red Room Studio. And they were going to publish it. And then, life happened and the book just sat for years. And finally, I reached out to him and said, "Hey, man, are you ever going to release this?" And I was like, "If not, I would love to do it." And they were like, "Yeah, we would love you to release this Force. Originally, it was going to be a whole universe of books. So John had drawn 2 of the issues, and uh, I don't want to do a bunch of individual issues. I just want to do this big. It was going to lead to this big epic story, so I was like, let's just condense it, and I'll release this as a series of 3 books. So we took John's 2 stories, and I hired Dan Dahl to draw some pages, and my son and I completely rewrote it so it works as a graphic novel series. And now we have the Universal's Initiative. Originally, it was the book The Croc, which I told the guys when I acquired it from them, I was changing that name because it just didn't work. The Croc has different connotations in the U.S. than in Mexico, apparently. So I changed the character The Croc to Atlas Bloodgore, and then Team Cerberus, which stars Jaguar. That got integrated into this book 1 as well. But I love the story. Got to work with it with my favorite co-writer, my son. And the pages are absolutely beautiful. I brought in my Savage Hawkman collaborator, Joe Bennett, for a cover. The great Deborah Carita for a cover as well. And as part of this acquisition, I got this Rob Liefeld cover. And Rob gave me my biggest break in comics, so it's great to have another one of his covers to my my resume. And then also available, guys, we got some Graveyard Shift volumes 1 through 5, and some Writhe in Pain volumes 1 and 2. Very simple campaign. You got all 4 covers. You save $15 if you get all 4 together, because that Liefeld cover is oversized deluxe edition, so it's regularly $40, but you can save $15 if you get all 4 together. And then all the other covers are $25 each. The Malin cover, the Bennett cover, Deborah Carita cover, and there's that Liefeld cover for $40. And then you got the Graveyard Shift set for $125. That's cover price for all 5 volumes. And then Writhe in Pain books 1 and 2. We're running this pre-order campaign until September 23rd. Not really a campaign. It's just to set up a store for on Fund My Comic, guys. So, but I'm placing the print order on September 23rd. Make sure you grab a copy. It's a gorgeous book. Really proud of it. And it's been a long time coming, over a decade. I'm happy to finally get this out there. John Malin's going to be on my channel this week, and we're going to talk about the project. We haven't talked about Universals. Even when we were working on Universals, we didn't really talk about it much because he was busy doing his thing and I was busy doing mine. So it'd be great to pick his brain about it. So be on the lookout. Originally, I said we were going to stream Thursday, but I forgot I had wrestling tickets for TNA Wrestling in Philadelphia. So I'm going to see if John can come on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that stream when it pops up.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. Penguin says a value at any price. Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely. All right. Let's dive into it right away. Let's talk some American Psycho. Came out in 2000. Starred Christian Bale. I remember seeing it in theaters. Again, this is another movie. Back in the day, Dex and I would go to the movies every Friday. So, of course, we saw this in theaters. And it blew me away. I had no idea about the book, but I loved the movie at the time. I've watched it a couple times since, but this rewatch was the first time I've seen it in a long time, and it still holds up. I still love it. 80s yuppie who's a psychotic killer, maybe. I don't know. We got to talk about this ending. But a great performance by Christian Bale in this, and a lot of famous people pop up throughout the movie. Reese Witherspoon, Jared Leto. Mark, what was your thoughts on this? Did you see it when it first came out?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I like this movie a lot. I like the thinking behind it. Like, I've actually delved into this on my own a while back, like reading the book and trying to like see like what's out there in terms of like, you know, commentary about what's going on. And of course, like there are like mostly it's theory because I think the book's like made to be like ambiguous, and so is the movie, even though like a couple people involved have come out and said like, oh yeah, he actually is just like a serial killer. But I'm like, I don't take that for, that's like word of God fallacy with like writing, you know what I mean? Because it kind of like, you can't, as the creator, just say what it is. Even though the book author did not say it, but a couple other people that were involved did. So I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I'm sure we'll get to them. This is Jared Leto, like in his prime too. This is like after like Requiem for a Dream. Like this is like when Jared Leto was just like a good actor, and he wasn't trying to like, you know, method his way to the top and, you know, become like an entity unto himself, like sending people rats and stuff like that. But this is like,
he's still just kind of a character actor at this point, you know, doing well. Like you said, coming off of Requiem for a Dream after his My So-Called Life like stint. Yeah.
What about you, Enrico? Were you a fan of this when it first came out?
Yeah, I had seen it when it came out. I have it on DVD, and I've seen it, you know, a few times. It's it's a great movie. It's got a lot of layers to it, like you said, and it has, you know, like that twist kind of at the end. We can talk about that, and then like whether or not, you know, it's reality or not. I love that about it, where it makes you think a little bit. It's almost got like a Fight Club flavor in that sense.
Yeah. There was another Bret Easton Ellis book that got made into a movie around this time that starred James Vanderbeek as Patrick Bateman's brother. And he was like a drug dealer in college.
Oh yeah, I have it on Blu-ray. It's or 4K actually. It's called The Rules of Attraction.
The Rules of Engagement. Yeah. That's a great movie too, actually.
I love it.
Jessica Biel's in that. It's a great movie. And he during that movie he actually calls his brother Patrick on the phone, but it's not Christian Bale on the other. End. That would have been great.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I picked that back up on 4K like after he passed, and I was like, I got that and like Varsity Blues, and I was like, I already have Dawson's Creek, like the complete series, so I was like, I got to get me some more Vanderbeek in my collection.
Penguin says Dex still goes to the movies, TMC. Yeah, but not with me because he still goes Friday afternoon after he gets off at UPS. That's what we would do. We would go to the movies every Friday afternoon. But I work normal hours now, so he goes without me. Penguin says this is a woman director too. Yeah. Kind of crazy for like early 2000s for this type of movie.
Yeah.
Von Stugel says you can't be a great actor without sending people used rubbers.
I mean, I'll always love him just for the fact that he's like the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. Even though 30 Seconds to Mars is kind of a totally different band now than it used to be. It's more like poppy than when they started. But I don't know. I like Jared Leto, and you can't take oh, I just said the movie and I like forgot about it. Which movie, Enrico, was I talking about? I have it right there, Requiem for a Dream. I have two copies. Yeah, I have 2 copies of it. I actually have a brand new in the wrapper copy because like I want to give it to somebody who has never seen the movie. I literally bought it for that purpose. And I don't know. Like, so he elevated this movie for me a lot. I mean, Christian Bale too. This is basically just behind the scenes of Batman Begins when he's yelling at the lighting person. That's the whole movie. It was just secretly recorded. But it's a great movie.
Christian Bale, I think, did an American accent in so many movies early in his career, you forget that he's not American.
yeah, for sure.
Moromi says the book went way more into Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah.
Penguin says Mila Kunis is American Psycho too. Yeah, she so I never saw the sequel, but apparently she's the survivor of Patrick Bateman, and Patrick Bateman is killed early in the sequel. But she regrets making that movie, apparently.
Already sounds like it ruins the whole appeal of the first movie.
I never saw the sequel.
Neither have I.
Yeah, so is there a third one?
No.
Probably like
but
15.
There was supposed to be a TV show.
A TV show, yeah.
Where Patrick Bateman basically was had a protege that he was grooming to be like the next, I guess, serial killer or something. Penguin says that was Terminator that he had that outburst on.
Oh,
All
Terminator.
right. So it's in Salvation or something.
It's
Oh, I forgot
Salvation.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
even in Terminator.
yeah. He
Von
plays
Solo
John,
says,
right?
yeah, a new copy of a movie that'll ruin your day. The editing is what makes this movie. So it starts off. We're introduced to Patrick Bateman. He gives us his whole skin care routine, and very very 80s yuppie culture. He works at an office. What is he? What does
He's
he
on
do?
Wall Street. I think
Yeah.
he's just a stock guy. Yeah, but I think he's like a vice president of that particular branch, so he probably doesn't do much stocks. It's pretty much just like doing nothing and getting paid for it.
Yeah, I think
Basically.
it's like a hedge fund company or something like
Yeah.
that.
Because
He's
all
got a
those
bunch of-
guys that he hangs out with, they all have the same position. They're all vice presidents at like other, hedge funds.
and they're all very interchangeable. Patrick
Yeah.
keeps getting confused for someone else, Marcus, and that's even part of the thing at the end when he. I mean, we're just gonna dive into it. Patrick Bateman is in his head, maybe in real life, who knows, is a serial killer, and at the end he confesses it to his lawyer, and his lawyer's one of the people he confesses to killing is Paul Allen, who is Jared Leto's character, and his lawyer says, I had lunch with Paul in the UK or something, and one
London.
of the things is in London, and all these guys are so interchangeable. Maybe his lawyer just confused who he met with too, because
you never know.
Yeah.
There was a scene, but there's a scene where he's like running he's like running around the city, sort of in a couple buildings, and it's like you see security footage of that, but it's really just him running around, isn't it? You don't see him really killing anyone. He's just
and there's
going crazy.
there's a lot of that, because even the lawyer at the end when he's talking to his lawyer, I don't think it was his lawyer. Like, it was his lawyer in his head, but like the guy was treating him totally like he was just like a stranger that they need to have lunch or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just one of the people that he knows. There's a lot of layers to this. There's some cool theories out there too. Like, one of my favorite theories.
I thought it was a commentary of just the stress and like psychosis that goes into having like those kind of jobs. Like, people crack under the pressure of that stuff all the time.
Trying to differentiate yourself from other people, even though like you're all basically cookie cutter. It's yeah.
I mean, look how much emphasis he put on like business cards. Like, if he perceived someone's was better than his, it like broke him. To the point.
I mean, it reads almost like not only is he like sociopathic, but like I think he's also like a little autistic too. And like he's giving me a little bit of autistic vibes, you know what I mean? Just for how what he focuses on and what he chooses to ignore. So it like mixes with his psychosis in a way that everything kind of gets conjumbled up. It's like really like hard to keep. He's definitely an unreliable narrator, that's for sure. Like that's like the whole thing is like you can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. When he first meets the cop, he literally tells him, "I'm going to lunch with Cliff Huxtable," which is Bill Cosby in the Cosby Show. So it's like you can't trust a word out of his mouth, and I don't think he can trust what's in his head either. I just think it's like the whole movie is like a decline into like psychosis. But
his gun blew up a cop car. That's not real.
2 cop cars. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, like he dropped a chainsaw and like
not real.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this. It's just like not real. But
even the way he killed Jared Leto, his character Paul Allen, in that scene where it's almost like he's just so out of his mind, talking about the music of like Huey Lewis and then murdering this guy because he has to do it for himself, in a way. None of it made any sense, or could have been.
If it's all in his head, is Paul Allen really missing? Did he imagine the scenes with the detective William Dafoe?
That's another part of it. Like he could be just like completely breaking from reality, and William Dafoe like doesn't exist because like first of all, if you notice, he only asks him questions about things that he already knows, right? So there's no new information exchanged between the two of them. And then it's almost like he has a desire to confess, which is what that whole phone call is at the end. But also because of the fact that he's sociopathic, that's why I think it didn't happen at the end, because he's filled with so much emotion. You know what I mean? And that's just like not in line with his character at all. Like he doesn't see people as people, which is like part of the whole theme, you know? Except for I think like his secretary, like he kind of sees her as like a person. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that as part of the delusion, you know?
Yeah.
Like when people have hallucinations, they like the whole narrative can be changed. Like I was just watching another TV show that has a character that's shrinking, and it has a character that has Parkinson's, and it's Harrison Ford. And there's this whole scene in there with Michael J. Fox like appears, and he's like another character with Parkinson's, and they have like a couple meaningful interactions. But then you realize through another scene that like that character, Michael J. Fox's character, was never there, and that's the feeling I get from this in American Psycho, where it's just that delusion and psychosis, you know, creating
kind of
all
like
these
that
things in his head.
Kind of like that movie Identity. You remember that movie? Like it's like all these characters might actually just be like fractures of his own mind, because he's not really seen. He's seen with the same people over and over again, but other people don't really interact with them like he does. You know what I mean? Like he goes to choke out like his like gay coworker or whatever, and then just comes back like nothing happened, and like nobody questions it. And it's like the only physical thing we see is him getting sweatier throughout the movie. You know what I mean? Like almost like he's losing touch with himself. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I keep going back to the cameras, not in him like not being bloody or seeing anything like you don't see any act of violence in those scenes through the camera. And I always took that as you're seeing through the lens of the camera. That's what's really happening. So that's the trigger for the audience to say like, oh shit, like how many things didn't happen in this movie, you know?
Early in the movie, he snaps at that one bartender, saying he's going to like kill her if she doesn't get the drink right. But she like totally doesn't hear him. But later, when he's trying to pick up his dry cleaning, and they can't get the stains out, he does tell that woman he's going to kill her because she like gasped.
Yeah. I mean, but is that reaction like a reaction that like is real, or did he imagine the reaction? Because even like that one lady comes in that knows him and sees like the blood stains on the sheets, and then he's just like, oh, it's like apple cranberry juice or something like that. Which it's kind of odd that would be like the first thing that would pop into his head. Like I'm not saying he didn't definitely kill anybody. Like there's a couple of people that I think maybe he did, like maybe that homeless guy and his dog.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I also almost feel like that homeless guy wasn't there, because like I said, there was no new information exchange. It was like he was seeing parts of himself that he finds disgusting, and he needs an outlet to like, you know, get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like
ATM
it doesn't
telling him to feed it the kid.
feed him the cat. Yeah. Yeah. And like Mark said, the dead giveaway is like when he's shooting, he even looks at the gun after the car's blowing up. Like it's like it's not how it happens. And a couple times he shoots at like the car, and like the window breaks, and then the cop that's not even near the window acts like he got shot. And it's like he wasn't shot. You know what I mean? There's just like a lot of like unreliability, like from like the problem is it's fed through his perspective, right? Like if we had some other snippets of like other characters' perspectives, and I guess we get a little bit of that with the secretary. And I think the secretary is a real person for sure, but I don't even know if like any of this is even happening in general. Like I was thinking about it, like the brain of the vat like problem. It's like, what if he's just like in an asylum or something like that, and like he's just imagining this entire world where he's like this golden god and on top of everything, and the only you know troubles that he has is with like his own inadequacies basically come to life. Like it's a lot of fun stuff like that. There's, like I said, there is one fan theory I really like, and we will talk about that. But
I don't know if it's the same fan theory I read, but so the director says, and I think even Christian Bale said, like these murders do happen.
That's what I was saying, but that's like the word of God solution. It's like the director could say whatever she wants. It doesn't mean it's like that's what happened. That could have been her, like, you know, idea of the film because she directed it, but like that may not be what actually is going on.
So at the end, he goes to Paul Allen's apartment, and that's where he's been killing people. And it's almost like he's been setting up Paul Allen this entire time because everyone, like, he hires hookers, and he's like, he keeps introducing himself, Paul Allen, Paul Allen, and he does these sadistic things to the one hooker and gets her to come back. We don't see what happens to her the first time, but he like opens a drawer and he has all these like instruments and stuff that he used on her. But when he goes to Paul Allen's apartment at the end, it's like completely renovated. And before it was like almost a house of horrors with bodies in the closet and everything. So like one of the fan theories I read is that the real estate agent who's like acting like she doesn't know who Paul Allen is and she's asking if he's here for the showing is like she's almost like a cleaner for like the elite rich, and like she's taking care of this. So and she's almost like telling him that like this is being taken care of. Don't worry about it. Is that what you read, Mark?
I did read that one also. I have a few holes with that one though, like especially when she doesn't recognize him at all. Like you would think you know who you're cleaning up for. And the lack of complete consequences, like there's a helicopter like shining in his apartment, but like nothing ever comes of it. You know what I mean? So it's like I think all this stuff is just in his head. The theory that I was talking about is like Dante's Inferno, because like the book opens up with like abandon hope, all you hear enter here or whatever. And then at the end, one of the ending shots in the movie is when he's sitting in the restaurant. It says like this is not an exit behind him. You know what I mean? And I think like that lends some credence to the fact that he is in hell. Like it's like literal hell. And all of that's why he's the main character and all these other characters don't matter, because this is literally just a play basically for him because he's such like a terrible person. And I thought that was kind of cool, like to that theory. I don't know how much credence it has, but I just thought it was a fun theory to talk about because there is like some bits of truth in there. But yeah, I don't know. Like the cleaner does make sense also, but it's like this is just a stockbroker guy. You know what I mean? He's not like he's that elite. Like like you said before, they're all interchangeable. So like you throw one in prison for a crime, it's not going to matter. You know what I mean? Like he's not that important to the company. He's basically doing a job that's title only. Like, you know, one of those like you get paid tons of money just to sit around and do nothing. He spends his time like listening to music and like watching TV in his office. That's why it's like nothing but CDs lined up behind him. There's no work. There's no productivity. There's like no nothing in that office, which also the reason why everything's so clean and pristine also leads me to think it's all in his head, or maybe he's in an insane asylum because like the way everything's just so prestigious and like he keeps himself so prestigious. It's almost like the idea he wants himself to be kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, Mark, he said his dad owns it, but like that was another character talking to him. We never meet his dad. We never see his dad. Like, I don't even know if that's true. You know what I mean? There's like maybe he told her about his dad owning the company, but that's it. You know what I mean? And like, it could be just another lie that he tells because he just does nothing but lie the entire movie.
By the way, guys, 120 people watching right now on X, YouTube, Facebook. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit notifications. Give us that big Mark Yoon thumbs up, guys. We're here every Sunday talking horror movies. Today we're talking American Psycho. I got to ask, does it ruin it for you? Do you like it a little bit less knowing that, like, if he's not the killer? Or
I think that, like,
all in his head?
I think it adds more layers to it. Like, it still doesn't negate all the fun that we see in the movie, like all the interesting and fun kills and stuff like that, especially like the chainsaw. That's another thing, though. He's watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre while he's working out. And then he goes around and uses a chainsaw, like in the very next kill. It's like, that's just leads more credence to me that it's like in his head. And I don't think it takes away because the narrative is still there, right? So whether or not he actually killed all these people or it's in his head, it almost makes it like more fun for me, which is why I like that movie Identity that we were talking about so much, is because it's like that turns out to be all in the person's head, but it's like that's still cool. You know what I mean? Everything still happened. It's just like we're just changing the playing field of where it took place, you know? So I don't know. I think it's just like a lot to think about. I will say if I did see the second one and it's like, oh yeah, he's definitely just like a killer, that would have made me like it less, which I'm probably never going to seek out the sequel to watch, so I'll just like leave that as it is. But I don't know. Yeah, I still enjoy the film greatly.
I think it would be a letdown almost to define it like that, but I guess it sounds like the second movie does that.
Yeah.
And you know, but
And it sounds like the
again, I
TV
haven't
show
seen
would
it.
have did that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
so
it?
that almost takes away some of the mystique of it. It makes it a completely different conversation. You
We
know,
It's just a
wouldn't be having this
slasher at that
conversation
point.
If he was just the
Yeah.
killer, it would just be another like slasher movie.
right? Yeah,
And
it
I
would
like
be
that
like
it's ambiguous.
Dexter.
Yeah.
It would be a
Yeah.
show like Dexter in reverse or whatever. It's like, it's you know, like guy just going around killing people.
Yeah.
Like, what are you then rooting for the serial killer then for no reason?
Yeah, just
Like,
because
at least
he's
at least in
charismatic.
Dexter, yeah, at least in
Yeah.
Dexter, he's like doing something, you know, for justice or whatever. So he's a serial killer killing for the good reasons, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But and if this wasn't something where you're looking at someone cracking under the pressure of working in these, high level, white collar jobs in these like, stressful industries that are meaningless, and trying to give yourself meaning and also fighting mental illness. If you're not doing that and you're just a hedge fund
Killing
manager
people.
that kills people
Oh,
on the
yeah.
side, that's like way less interesting to me.
It is.
That
It
would
takes
definitely,
away.
to Mark's to TMC's like original question, like that might that might actually take away some of the enjoyment for me, because I like the layers of it, like wondering if it's reality or not.
There's some great shots in the movie. Probably my favorite is when he's doing his whole skincare routine and he pulls off that
Yeah.
mask while
Yeah.
he's saying like there is no Patrick Bateman. He doesn't exist. And that's
Yeah.
like he doesn't have an identity. Like it's well, it's funny. He said Christian Bale said he based this performance off Tom Cruise on a talk show where he was very
Yeah.
had a lot of charisma, but he said there was nothing behind his eyes. Like it was
Mm.
just all performance. And I find that fascinating that that's what his performance is based off of.
I mean, I could very well see Tom
I-
Cruise.
I had those. I used to
Masks.
use those masks. Yeah, those were like
Yeah.
interesting.
I
And
just think
just
it's
like
like
a-
part of the lore of his sociopathy peeling through, right? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
have any emotions. Like everything that's about him, that who he is manufactured basically. And
Well,
that is almost like he's peeling away like another mask, you know?
Well, that's the thing. Again, even just that one small thing has multiple layers. Like, is
Right.
it a testament to his narcissism? Is it a metaphor for peeling away the layers of psychosis? Is it that he wears a mask, during the day and he's something else underneath? Like, even that has layers and is interesting,
And he wants to give detail and like specificity to like the mundane too. Like if you notice, all of his music choices are all like hits, like popular on the radio hits. And his taste is not like eclectic in any way, but he tries to make it eclectic.
Yeah,
Well,
they're all
remember
like,
when he was talking to his fiance Reese Witherspoon, he says he just wants to fit in. When
Yeah.
because she wanted him to quit his job.
yeah.
That's
why I think he's a sociopath.
Yeah. So so we're saying a lot of this is in his head, but when he strangles his coworker in the bathroom, I think that's real, and he's starting to crack. Maybe one of the funniest scenes is when he goes wash his hands afterwards, and he's just washing the leather gloves.
Yeah.
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 But the scene where he kills Paul Allen is beautiful. Like the whole set is like so like white and pristine, and he has the newspapers like laid out, and Paul Allen's like, "Do you have a dog?" Meanwhile, he's putting
I love how
on-
it's specifically only the fashion section too.
Yeah.
Because he's so obsessed with it, which just again leads to it's in his head. Because why
or
would
is
it only be
again,
that?
or again is like narcissism, that
Right.
being like the fashion section. It's ridiculous.
It's a lot of inadequacy though in himself, right? Because that's why I think he's putting these onto other characters that he's killing. Because like every single time he tries to show off to his friends, he's one-upped. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Which is like his initial reason for killing Paul Allen, because he got that reservation at that restaurant that he couldn't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's card was better than his, and like he keeps on asking about suits, and the only person that actually shows general interest in him is like his gay coworker and then like his secretary. They're the only ones that are just like, oh, you're a person. Everyone else is just kind of like, I don't even see you, or I'm mistaking you for somebody else. It's maybe he's
says,
just,
he's not really good looking like we see him. No, I think he really is, but he's just so cookie cutter like all his coworkers. Because like even Reese Witherspoon calls him up and it's like trying to say how hot he is, and he doesn't like any of that pillow talk or anything.
Yeah, like he has a mistress that he can like literally just like use for that purpose too. Like I think and he gets so distracted by the fact that everyone smokes too. But it was the 80s in New York. Like literally everyone smoked in the 80s in New York. But I think that goes against like the clean image he's trying to portray. You know what I mean? Because you tell him he like when he curses, it's only in these scenes where he's like threatening someone that may be in his head. Like you never see it like brought up in normal conversation like his other friends do. They just like drop curses or whatever. And he seems like he just like wants to be interested in things, but he's not. Like he has porn playing constantly, doesn't seem to care about it at all. He treats sex as if like it's like something that like he just wants to be desired and humiliate other people and put himself above them instead of actually enjoying it for like what it is. You know what I mean? Just like making people his like plaything. Yeah, I don't know what purpose a killer would have of like cutting up a hooker's back with like a coat hanger and you know what I mean? And then like letting them leave. Like, I just don't get that stuff.
Maroney says, was he killing a homeless man? Was he imagining as Paul Allen?
I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe.
Like my headcanon is that like that person doesn't exist and he's putting his inadequacies on that person. So him talking down on being like, you're disgusting. Why don't you get a real job? You're lazy. Because he says that all about himself. Like his fiance Reese Witherspoon says, you hate that job, right?
Yeah.
Quit. And we see him literally doing nothing. So he has no fulfillment outside of his like corporate capitalistic like mentality. And he, like we said before, that's not who he is. That's just what he wants himself to be, kind of thing. So I don't know. You just can't trust him, which is why I like it. It's like the narrator is off the rails.
Penguin says, chill out on the anti-Semitic slurs.
That was pretty funny when he was like, "Oh, he's getting married to someone who's like works for the ACLU or something like that."
Yeah.
So,
but overall, this is a great movie.
yeah,
like really, it was maybe our most thought-provoking.
Yeah,
movie we've ever watched.
Yeah, we don't get to dissect movies like with these like layers like this too often.
Yeah, I think next week is not going to be an exception to that.
I'm going to make the crew watch The Ninth Gate one day. I'm telling you.
I have that movie. I love The Ninth Gate.
Oh,
great movie.
Yeah, see, Johnny Depp's back. He's going to be Ebenezer Scrooge.
All that, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, but speaking of next week we're watching this. We're veering off the Tubi path, guys. What's Tubi ever done for us, right?
No.
Give us ads, make us sit through a 2-hour movie that turns into a 4-hour movie because of ads.
So it's up to you guys. I know this movie's streaming places. It's up to you to find it. Maybe you could reach out to us and we'll help you find it if you can't find it. But next week we're watching The Jester 2. I know when I think overall we all loved the first Jester when we watched it. When I talked about it, it's kind of like after the huge Terrifier
craze
breakout success.
Yeah, breakout success. This is like one of the movies that followed after, and now we got The Jester 2. I've been looking for a reason to watch it, so I'm gonna play the trailer right now.
Do it. At mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, I'm your host, DJ Jack, and I'll be your guide through the spine-tingling lineup for you tonight.
Should have been Mark Hamill under there.
Why do you look like that?
We're going trick-or-treating.
Don't you think you're getting a little bit old?
Look, why don't you just watch some scary movies or something, okay?
You're the quiet girl who always sat by herself.
Max. Oh, I know this.
Don't you see? You tricked me. It is you who must perform the tricks to the Inferno.
You can't do this without me.
Okay, two.
There you go, guys. Jester 2. Penguin says that girl is cute as hell. She reminds me of, I can't remember the actress's name, but Rogue from the X-Men movies, and she was
Anna
Red Riding
Paquin.
Hood. Yeah, Anna Paquin. Yeah, especially in the
True Blood?
Trick or Treat. When she's
Oh, yeah.
wearing she's dressed as Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, and we lost Enrico.
Don't you love though, Mark? By the way, how the studios try to give themselves flowers in the beginning of trailers? It's like from the studio that brought you Terrifier.
Yep.
It's like that's not the directors. That's like Jay and Silent Bob opening with like from the studio that brought you the Crying Game. you know what I mean? And like Reindeer Games. It's like they're totally two separate things. But yeah,
but
Rico,
I mean,
no.
it grabs my attention too, because I remember seeing the trailer in the theaters, and I was like, oh, I need to see this Fathom event when it came out. But
I might have to watch the first one again before we watch this one.
Yeah, it's been a while. But Mark, thank you for joining me. Enrico, wherever you are, thanks for joining us. Penguin, thank you for sharing the links. I'll be back sometime this week with John Malin talking Universal's initiative. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I got to go meet with a photographer later. Bye.
Peace.